hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I do apologise in advance that I've not had a lot of videos out recently, or Quaffle's not had a lot of videos out recently. Life has kind of got in the way and things have got very, very busy. As a result, I've not had a lot of time to video edit, but I promise lots of videos are on the way, including Quaffle going missing, Quaffle's first free flight meet, as well as Quaffle's second and third free flight meets as well. So we've got lots of exciting videos to come. Today, however, is a slightly different day. Today is actually the day of a big new event called the Pet Parrot Gathering. It's brand new this year and it's actually being ran by someone I've got to know very well. Now, with this Pet Parrot Gathering, you can actually bring your own parrots and you can bring them to interact and meet other parrots, meet other parrot lovers, and also get to know other parrot owners as well that might even own the same species as you. The person that's actually running this group is actually another Pionus owner, so I'm hoping to see lots and lots and lots of Pionuses here, which is going to be amazing. I was actually going to bring Quaffle. I really wanted to bring Quaffle, but because of the strictness of the current disease testing in the free flight community, I was highly warned against bringing her purely because there is a possibility of untested birds here. A lot of people in the free flight community felt that there wasn't enough regulations in place in regards to disease testing, so that's another reason why I'm here to video it and see what regulations they're actually having in place to try and prevent the spread of disease in order to allow as many birds as possible to safely come and attend the event. So saying that, let's go!
But wait, that's not all. There's also going to be a big announcement at some point in the video. I'm just not going to tell you when. You're going to have to watch to find out.
Now, I've actually got to the show really, really early. I've got here just as it's opened. So there's not quite a lot set up yet. There's still some bits still being set up. There's still a lot of people yet to arrive, but hopefully there'll be a few more people here soon.
The Pet Parrot Gathering is an official event hosted by the Parrot Society, an organisation that encourages education and good ownership for parrots. They have membership and a monthly magazine to help up-to-date information on parrots, as well as care and information on individual species. All of the magazines from 2021 were actually available for free at the event. They also brought some of their own breeding birds to show different mutations in different species. Now, all of the birds in this little bit are actually aviary birds, so we're in smaller cages just for the event, just to reduce stress for them. Not all of them are also breeding pairs. Now, usually guests wouldn't actually be allowed this close to the birds because, as you can see, me being this close is actually making them very nervous and a bit skittish because they're not used to humans being aviary birds. However, I did get special permission to get up close to them while I was filming. The show was held at the Stafford Country Ground, which is actually not far off the M6 and really easy to find and get to. The main event was held in the Presswood Centre, which is a big 2 large room building which allow plenty of space for social distancing between people and the birds. There was also very strict rules that all visiting pet birds have to follow, which included staying on a harness or in a cage and keeping 2 metres apart in order to keep them as safe as possible. They also had bird-safe F10 sanitizer available at every store for the humans to use, and aviaries and perches were also sprayed down with the F10 sanitizer between use to keep the birds as safe as possible as well. Several of the stall owners also brought their own birds, and there was loads of different species you could see and interact with. Now again, visitors usually wouldn't be able to get this up close and personal without the stall owner's permission. I did get special permission while I was filming, but some of the stall owners were also willing to take some of the birds out of the cages and let you have more of an up-close personal interaction. Unfortunately, some of the people who booked stalls actually didn't turn up, so part of the event did look a little bare, but the stalls that did turn up are what brought the event to life. These included the UK Budgie Club, Just for Pets, Great Western Exotics, Feathers Together Charity, Rosemary Davies, and several more. There were also some well-known people in the parrot community, including the author Rosemary Lowe selling her books, Craig's Crazy Flock, Tarek, an avian vet specialist, Chester Zoo were there giving a talk, even Mikey and Mia made an appearance with Mummy and Daddy Human, and it was amazing to meet them all. The event also included multiple talks and demonstrations throughout the day. These included parrot care, current research, conservation, as well as a flight display by Craig's Crazy Flock. Some of the free-flighted parrots that attended the event also had a great time enjoying the outdoors in the great big open field. Unfortunately, I didn't get that last bit on camera. Going back to the stores, there was loads to buy, including stands, toys, perches, ropes, even aviaries. And the best part is that they were all discounted for the event. Some stores were even giving away freebies. It's like, how can you say no to freebies? One of my favourite stores by far was the Feather Together store because they had goodie bags for your parrot. How cool is that? I couldn't resist. I had to get Quaffle a goodie bag. By far one of my favourite parts of the event is that they had competitions for your parrot. So if you brought your pet parrot along, you could get involved in these competitions and have the potential to actually win a prize. I was so gutted because I would have loved to enter Quaffle in those competitions. But by far my favourite stall of all was the breeder stall, as they brought along several of their baby birds who are currently being hand reared. There's also another reason why this stall was my favourite, but we're going to get into that shortly. For now, here's some of my favourite highlights from the event.
Who's already recapped a military macaw.
Wow. You're a good boy.
Good boy.
You're not making noise now, turn the camera back on.
Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle.
Beautiful. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're very pretty. Oh, big wings. Pretty big wings. Yeah, you're dancing. Are you dancing? I did. Woo. And it's just in here. Oh, it's another African. Oh, beautiful.
It's not to force them as well, it's got to be their choice, because it was her choice. Good girl, well done. I like Gordon and Cove.
Oh, do you like
See a picture of my coverage.
We're coming up for 12 months in September.
They are so hungry. We want our dinner.
Back in 1930, George Mottershead, the guy on the right there, he, on the left there, he...
Hi, Roger. Hi, boy. Hi. No, is that a bye-bye? Oh, you're beautiful! Such pretty wings! It's like, my friends come into the cage, I went to say hello.
I'm not a friend. Not yet.
Finn.
I know. Coming over.
All dirty now, they've all been...
We'll have the dinner. You're the cutest, look at you.
Does anyone have any problems with their birds at this trouble with, or anything that you'd like to achieve.
Are you hungry? Do you want your dinner? Do you want your dinners? Do you want your dinners? So if you've watched the video up to this point, first of all, thank you very, very much. It means a lot to me and Quaffle. She's currently in bed, so she can't be here right now. So hopefully you're already subscribed. If you're not, don't forget to follow that subscription bell just so you can continue watching Quaffle on her journey. And if you are interested in Pionus, I will eventually be making Pionus content. I just don't know when it'll be. Life's a bit weird right now. I just want to get more experience, more knowledge and more research under my belt first, because I want to make sure the information I provide is fun, factual and up to date, because research and knowledge is always changing. I did promise you guys an announcement and I've not announced it yet, so I best do it now. But I'm not going to tell you straight away because I like to lure you in like that. Now, if you remember early in the video, I actually said that the baby bird stall or breeder stall was my favourite stall the whole event, mainly because it was full of baby birds, because they're just so ugly cute, they're adorable. Like I said in the video, there is another reason that that stall was my favourite. At the breeder stall, there was actually 4 baby Pionuses, as well as Deku. Deku is a bronze-winged Pionus that is actually owned by one of the breeders who was currently hand-rearing some of these babies. Could you work out which ones they were? There was a little baby blue head in the little incubator on its own. It was having such a whale of a time screaming at me. It was so cute. There was also not 1, but 3 baby bronze-winged Pionus. They were so adorable. They are only 5 weeks old, so they're still very freshly hatched, and as you can probably see, one is slightly older than the other 2, one is very young compared to the other 2. Now, at this event, it is not possible to buy a bird. So even though there was breeders there with baby birds, you could not buy these birds. I want to make that very big, very clear. It's purely for your pet parrot to get out, meet like-minded people, and hopefully get some more knowledge, get some new toys, and just have a nice day out with your parrot and with your family. And I can't remember if I've mentioned this in a previous video. I believe I have, but I did actually locate a breeder of bronze-winged parrots. If you followed mine and Quaffle's journey since the beginning, you'll know that I had my heart set on a baby bronze-winged Pionus and even got in touch with the breeder. They were my favourite colour. I love the personality attributes or stereotypes. Circumstances as they were, Quaffle ended up falling into my lap at the right time and has ended up being my perfect bird. I can't fault Quaffle in the slightest. I never lost contact with that breeder, and it was actually that breeder that invited me to the event. Now, a lot of the talks and a lot of the things that took place give a big push about how important it is for birds to be part of a flock, and that they need a companion that's not just a human but a bird as well. Me and Jason have been thinking about this for a long time. We've been thinking about it for over a year. We decided a long time ago that Quaffle definitely needs a partner, because Pionus are particularly hard to breed and they're very rare in captivity. It's very difficult to actually find one. The reason they invited me to the event is because one of those 3 baby bronze wings will be Quaffle's new brother or sister. Yes, we are getting a second Pionus, and it's gonna be one of the 3 baby bronze wings that you saw earlier in the video. Now, no, this is not a spur of the moment thing. No, I've not just gone there and gone, I want that bird. I have actually been speaking to the breeder for the last 6 to 7 months, keeping up to date, keeping in touch. I got photos when they first got laid. I then got photos straight after they hatched, and I've been following their progress up until now. And they're currently about 5 weeks old. They're still so young and so small. The oldest one is only just getting their feathers in. The youngest one is still naked as the day it hatched. It is so cute. Now, I've been on this guy's waiting list for over a year. Over a year. And finally, one of those little ones will be coming home with us, and Quaffle will finally have a new little sibling, or if it's a boy, possibly boyfriend, but we're not going to let them breed, but don't tell her that. But we are so excited. A new Pionus will be joining the family very soon, and then I'll have a whole new series about this new baby bird and what it's like raising a baby bird from start to finish. I can't wait. I want to say I've got a name picked out. I do want Jason's input in a name, but he keeps on coming up with stupid names like breakfast, lunch and dinner. I don't like those names. So I hope if you are following our journey that you are just as excited for this new baby as we are. I am extremely excited. I'm very giddy and very excited for this. Jason, I don't know how Jason feels about this. Now, before anyone starts oohing and ahhing about the fact that we're getting a baby bird, I have been searching
for a Pionus to rescue for the last year and a half that we've had Quaffle. Searching like goddamn crazy. A couple have come up, like there's been a Maximilian, there was a Bronze Wing. A couple of them I did go to meet and we just didn't gel. It just wasn't right. They weren't the right birds for me. With Pionus, they're nicknamed the perfect bird, and they're nicknamed the perfect bird because they are wonderful, wonderful birds to own. Although that's not me recommending getting one. I highly recommend you do your research before getting any bird. Any bird. Do your research first. Very important. In the year and a half that I've been looking, only 3 Pionus, 3 have ever come up on rescue. That's all. When it comes to macaws, 50 macaws have come up on rescue, 70 Amazons have come up on rescue, African greys galores at rescues. Cockatoos are everywhere. No Pionus. Except for those 3, there's been no Pionus in rescues, there's been no Pionus on pre-loved or pets for homes, and if there has been, they've usually been babies that have come from people that I don't know, so I can't guarantee they're reputable breeders, I can't guarantee the birds are disease tested or safe, I don't trust them. That is why I have gone to a reputable breeder, because I can't physically find this particular species in a rescue. And to be fair, I really like the breeder that is breeding these birds. He's a really great guy, he knows his stuff, he really knows Pionus really well, and he's introduced me to someone else who's also breeding Pionuses and has been breeding birds for several years. But that is why we're going for a baby and not a rescue. It just makes sense for us at this time. It also means there's a higher possibility of Quaffle accepting it with it being a baby, or vice versa, it's accepting Quaffle and there being less fights. If you want to follow our new little baby Pionus's journey, as well as continue following Quaffle's journey and us trying to mix and interact these 2 birds when Quaffle already has a grumpy phase and is in the middle of hormone season and she's not herself, then please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click that notification bell if you want to see the latest up-to-date videos. I know I don't post a lot, I don't post nearly enough, I'm trying. Until then, see you next time.